They fought at SummerSlam. They fought in the ambulance match at Clash of Champions. Now there will be no interference. None whatsoever. Because these two men are about to enter Hell in a Cell. And it is all in the name of the WWE Championship, currently held by the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. He is no stranger to a challenge, but he is stranger to Hell in a Cell. This, his first Hell in a Cell match. And look out, Randy Orton from behind, stomping on the spine of McIntyre and throws him into the cage. Randy Orton blindsided McIntyre before the bells even had a chance to ring, and now slamming the door in the head and spine of McIntyre, and now shuts the door. Orton getting the jump on McIntyre as this match officially begins, but look at this, the impact of the door on the spine of McIntyre. And now Orton back in. He wants that punt. Wants to punt him. Get it over with quickly with a spine buster from McIntyre. And now McIntyre raining down the shots on Randy Orton. And now the challenger gets thrown across the ring with a belly to belly. And Drew, the WWE Champion, not letting up, throwing Orton into the cage and going to catapult him now, but look at that, Orton hangs on and goes back down to stomp on McIntyre. Orton is vicious, as you see now, raking the champion's face in that wire mesh, the side of the Hell in a Cell. Now back on the apron, but look out for McIntyre with a huge shot, and Orton gets sent right into the cage wall. And what do you suppose McIntyre is looking for now? Oh my, the table's been brought into play. But meanwhile, Orton with a steel chair, and Orton with that chair driving into the side of the ribs, but McIntyre comes back. A couple of spine busters between the cage wall and the ring post. And Orton begging off. Orton wants no part of McIntyre right now, but goes for a chair shot, but a kick to the stomach and the backbreaker from Orton. The Viper slithering, going for a DDT, but McIntyre backdrops him to the side of the cage. A backdrop to the side of the cage wall, and now McIntyre with a belly to belly, throwing Randy Orton into the side of the cage. I'm going to throw the challenger back in as the champion looks to inflict more punishment. He's on the top rope now, but Randy Orton going to follow him up. And the massive, big-time superplex from the top rope to Drew McIntyre. And Orton, like a man possessed, wants the RKO, goes for it, but thrown over the top and through the table. McIntyre had it scouted, and Orton gets thrown to the outside. We'll take a look at this again. Thrown over the top, through the table, and now Drew McIntyre wants to put a finishing touch on it with the Claymore. No, the future shot DDT first. In for the cover on that chair, and a kick out from Orton. And now he's looking for it. Now looking for the Claymore. And goes for it, but a low blow. A low blow from Randy Orton, and we've seen in their past matches that he will do anything to win that WWE Championship, and a DDT on the hard floor outside. And what is that? That's a pair of handcuffs. And now Randy Orton gonna handcuff Drew McIntyre to Hell in a Cell, and now the kendo stick, that Singapore cane, as McIntyre is defenseless. McIntyre defenseless with his hands, handcuffed to the side of the cage, and Randy Orton teeing off with shots, and he's got the key. And throwing McIntyre back in, and oh my god, the RKO on the chair. But McIntyre somehow kicks out. Somehow, McIntyre kicks out of the RKO on that open chair. Look at this again, the impact. Big time impact with that RKO, but McIntyre not going down without a fight. And Orton once again wants to bring out a weapon for some kind of punishment. And the ladder's been brought in. The ladder being set up on the side now. I'm going to throw Drew McIntyre into that ladder. And again. Now they are climbing that ladder. Oh my god. He wants to handcuff him. But look at this. McIntyre has handcuffed Randy Orton to the top of this Hell in a Cell. And Randy Orton just hanging, and look at this. A couple of ladder shots. Orton looking like a human pinata. And Orton's got the key. He's unlocked one hand. And the Claymore. And Drew McIntyre wins this one. Randy Orton was handcuffed to the top of Hell in a Cell. He managed to unlock himself. However, Drew McIntyre with that Claymore off the ladder from the top of Hell in a Cell, knocking out Randy Orton and retaining the title. Well, Orton got the jump on McIntyre at the start of this one, hit a couple of stomps, but McIntyre had a counter for everything Orton had. You see that belly to belly in the side of the cage, the superplex from Orton. This RKO reversed over the top, but the Claymore got low blowed. And then McIntyre handcuffed to the cage. He was defenseless, especially for that RKO. But when Orton brought the ladder in, he got a taste of his own medicine, handcuffed to the top of Hell in a Cell, and a Claymore to send Orton down. And Randy Orton, unfortunately for him, unsuccessful. Drew McIntyre still defiant, as Orton is left to lick his wounds of this brutal matchup. Drew McIntyre is still WWE Champion. Well guys, who do you think is going to win the match at Hell in a Cell? Comment your predictions down below. Comment what you thought of the video. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I will catch you guys later.